up, everybody? Welcome to the Messing Around Monday episode of the Next Guy Up podcast.
Let's go.
It is Spooktober.
Yeah, it is.
Today, we're going to be doing a very special Messing Around Monday. Halloween themes. We're going to be doing a snake draft of trick-or-treating chocolate candy, drafting the best ones. We'll also have a press release, per usual. Mason is going to have a This Day in History. It looks like it's going to be a fire one, from what we can tell. And it's just
it's going to be good.
Just an episode full of messing around, boys. How's our weekend going so far? We split up recording. We normally do this back-to-back on Thursday, but here we are on a Saturday night.
Tins, if you could say there's one thing about the Messing Around Monday podcast, like part of the structure, what would you say that we do on the Messing Around Monday podcast?
I would say that it's minimal structure, high amounts of messing, but there's one thing there's one thing that's set in stone, and it's a press release and a snake draft.
That's interesting. I feel Mason showed up and said, "I didn't know we were doing a press release today." As if it needed to be announced to the group. As if we didn't do this every single Mess Around Monday so far. What number is this, by the way? 24? This is our 12th Mess Around Monday.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. That's pretty wild. We've done it 12 times, and Mason's like, I didn't know we were doing it today.
I think my new favorite thing the last few weeks of the podcast is I'll make the document for the Friday episode. And there's a lot of structure. Like we're talking about
a lot. Yeah, it's pretty serious. Yeah.
A lot of we're doing this here and breaking it down.
Research, statistics.
I'll make the Messing Around Monday one, and it's just intro, press release, snake draft, question mark. And we never fill it out.
Look, it's called Messing Around Monday for a reason. This is not called like bring your facts and an interesting structured pod. This is not like people know what it is at this point. This is not an informational podcast. This is not like I wonder what's on in the news, the serious news this week podcast. This is a mess. We mess around. You listen to this for fun, for entertainment purposes, purely entertainment value here at the Mess Around Monday podcast. So that's what we're trying to provide for you.
I don't know. I think you pop it on Monday on your ride in the work to pump you up because the weekend was so great. You hit all the stuff we talked about on Friday. And so your weekend's fire, and then you got to go to work. But we're going to help you start the week off right by messing around.
That's always been our goal here at the Messing Around Monday Next Guy Up podcast. Sometimes people like Mason try and bring us down.
I feel attacked right now.
I'm just kidding, Mason. I'm just joking.
I showed up and was I was like, so Zach, is there anything else like that I need to know? Because all we talked about was this draft that we're going to do. He's like, no, Mason, come on now. It's messing around. We just mess around. Why you got to ask that question? I was like, okay, cool. And then he's like, so does everybody have their press release? And I was like, you didn't see that part. I know we've done it every episode.
It was a given. What are we doing? It's fine. We got it all figured out. We have press releases, as always. We're coming in
the
hot.
News that everyone needs to know.
Right. Listen, here's the thing about our news. We strive to provide you entertaining news, not news that's actually important to the world. This week there are some important things in the news. This is just not the podcast to get that information from. There's thousands of news podcasts out there, tens of thousands,
hundreds of thousands.
We are not any of those though. We're here for messing around. So that's my spiel. Weekend has been good so far. We are looking forward to some more football. Tennessee bye week, so it's a nice casual Saturday. Did not have to be stressed about football today. So honestly, not a bad thing. Not a bad thing sometimes. Bye week for the fans too. Got to take a break.
I have a question.
Yes, Mason.
You know how we talked about your perfect weekend?
We did.
What was it called? Yeah. So does it still? Yeah, the weekend sweep. So for anybody that missed that episode, basically all your teams won in that weekend. Does it still count if your other two win, but you have a bye for your?
It's like a mini sweep.
It's kind of. Yeah, it's not a full. It doesn't feel like the full sweep, but it can still be like an accomplishment.
Okay.
You still feel good. I think it's just like a nice rest week, Same as you come off a bye week. It's not a win. It's not a loss. It's just you get to take a break. That's what we need.
Gotcha. That's all we need.
That's all you need.
Also, sidebar, I had Chick-fil-A for dinner. This has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
We're just messing here.
Okay, great.
I got the honey pimento sandwich, which throw back to our review. Go check it out on YouTube. I did the spicy sandwich instead of the regular. That's the move.
Better?
It bumped it from like what I scored it. I think I gave it like an 8.2. It's up in the nines. It's like in the nines with the spicy.
Whoa.
It was so good.
That's pretty good.
So and I'm not a pimento cheese guy, but that sandwich is doing a lot for me.
It's hitting.
Speaking of fast food,
sorry, Mason.
I was just gonna say, when is cheap too cheap for fast food at this point? Because now do we get with inflation? Back when we were a country, cheap was good food, and now it's like, well, now I'm speculating why it's so cheap.
Two for $2, make pick two.
They don't have that anymore. But if they still, so what's the meat made out of, or do we just not worry? Because Sonic had a $2 burger, and their burgers were like on Thursday, I believe. I keep up with the specials still, but they were like, it's like a huge burger for $2, and I'm like, what's that made out of? If it only takes $2 to make that burger, do I want to know? Should I even try it?
Could be.
Well,
random thought.
This has long been an argument against Taco Bell and some of their pricing.
That's true.
Well, so what the theory was at Cookout, their food's cheaper, and the theory is we'll sacrifice the price a little bit, hoping that you'll buy more stuff. So if things are a little cheaper, you would buy more because you feel like you're getting a deal, which I take advantage of. We got Taco
Bell. Cost more.
Yeah, no, I think they lose a little bit. Like their food costs a little high, so they bank on you buying a lot more food. I think Taco Bell, places like that operate kind of the same way.
They're like volume shooters.
Yep, we all know. I know. I'm an expert about that.
I want you to come buy as much food as possible.
They're hoping that you get a drink with your fries with your burger.
Kind of like a Sam's Club or Costco model.
Yeah.
We can lower prices because you're buying a huge quantity of it.
Right. Because at the end of the day, buying like food for restaurants food's not that expensive. It's fairly like it's just not like you're paying. I don't know. I don't want to dive into food cost restaurant management. No one signed up for that. That's boring.
People want that.
But it's not. You're like doubling your prices on like buying a large fry from Cookout equals like almost half of a case of fries. So they're making money.
That's crazy. Have you also ever seen the video where they take the small fry and they put it in the medium container, and then they put the medium, put it in the large, and it's like the structure of how the cartons are made to make it look like you're getting more just because the cardboard is, or whatever it is, that paper cardboard is wider around, but you're still getting like a small quantity of food or a smaller quantity than you actually are. It's crazy stuff. Zach just yawned during my comment.
Sorry, Mason. Sorry.
All right, I'll perk it back up. So
it's like the quantities of food.
I had to work a wedding last night for my job at Blue Coast, and so got off late, coming home, text Morgan. I was like, "Hey, haven't eaten dinner. I'm gonna grab something." She's like, "Whatever you're getting, just tell me, and I'll probably want something too." So I picked Taco Bell. Right now, I can eat at Taco Bell for $10, and I get a lot of food.
It's a lot of Taco Bell.
Morgan texts me. She doesn't pick like a combo at Taco Bell. It's just, hey, I want these 3 items, and they're all like main.
That's also what I do.
They're like main entree items.
Oh, nice.
So she wanted like a cheesy gordita crunch, these new rolled tacos, and something else. And I was like, you couldn't just make it easy on me so I could just hit one combo button and make it? Nope, of course not. And she's in the kitchen, and she's probably about to come in here and punch me. But it's fine. I'm not scared. But I don't know. It's just her Taco Bell order is just absurd. I would just feel like just pick a box. They have a cheesy gordita crunch box or quesadilla box or a burrito box. Just pick one.
I always order off the value menu at Taco Bell.
Oh no, her items are not.
I get like 3 items that are all in the value menu, so it's like $5 or $6.
Yeah,
all her items by themselves are $5 each.
It's either that or you do the box, because if you do what Tinsley just talked about, like if you get the chicken quesadilla, like the entree, it's like $7 by itself.
It's crazy.
How's that make? And then you get like the actual number or whatever, and it's like 8 or 9. And then if you get like a crunch wrap, that's also like $5 just a crunch wrap. It's ridiculous. Yeah, if you, like you said, if you get entree by itself, you're looking at like more than it costs more, and you get less food than if you do the combos
for sure,
or the value menu.
So take that, listeners who thought we were going to skip food for a week after doing the video games. We're back.
Nope, we're back. We're back to candy. We're talking about fast food.
We're back to 0 episodes without. Yeah, we're talking about food now. But how many episodes has it been since we've had a layoff, everybody?
24.
Still 24 episodes.
Still 24. Listen,
here's the thing.
Talk about food
at the end of the day. Here's kind of our situation. We talked about video games. We received some of your critiques. We said from the top, we're not video game experts over here. I don't think any of us would consider ourselves like gamers. You know, we casually play for fun.
I'm a pro Fortnite gamer, bro.
We're not experts in that. No one said we were experts in that. This week, we're back to basics, something we are experts in. Fast food and candy. Experts. I've eaten enough candy. They say 10,000 hours in something makes you an expert. I've at least eaten 10,000 quantities of candy in my life. So I think I would call myself an expert in this situation. You know what I mean?
They don't call us the Tim Duncan of podcasting for a reason. All right? We do the fundamentals. He hit layups and rebounds. We talk about food and candy. It's what we do. It's what we know.
So before we get to our draft, which I'll explain it, I'm just going to tell you right now. This is our greatest draft that we've ever done. It's a 3-part draft. This is a 3-week consecutive weeks of drafting.
Big deal.
All about Halloween and candy. Mainly just candy. So this is a multi-week, multi-episode event starting tonight. Or I guess it's today, whenever you're listening to this, we're recording at night. Get excited, because this is going to put us in the news. You're going to start seeing us up everywhere. All right, that's just a little preview of where we're going next.
Teaser.
I'm gonna up the stakes here, everybody.
Oh boy.
I say, and they don't know that I'm gonna pitch this idea. We're just messing around.
We never know what you're gonna say, Mason.
It's true. You're right.
You are a true wild card.
Can't wait for one of one.
I really hope I don't have number 1. Anyways.
Maybe Ruth.
We should come. This is how important these drafts are going to be. We should combine all 3 draft voting, like when we do the votes, and whoever wins at the end gets a Next Guy Up podcast trophy or medal or something. We'll all pitch in and we'll pay for it, and whoever gets, something like that. I think we should do it.
How many bots are you going to buy? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. What is this prize worth to us? I can make a lot of accounts.
I've got 3 emails.
No idea.
I got 3 emails.
My wife's the intern. I can rig this.
That's true. That's true.
Even though she's never voted for me, I'm still mad. She's not listening, so it's fine.
My wife finally voted for me in video games, I think. So here we are.
I'm trying to promote.
Just voted for Messin the whole time.
And you've all made fun of my picks. Thank you very much.
You've not won a draft. Messin, hold on.
Get out.
You haven't won a draft.
I'm getting votes from your wives, and I'm coming in second place.
Morgan votes for Zach every time.
Yes.
Okay, I come in second almost every time. You came in second. You tied.
Tins has won like twice in a row, or he won a couple in a row.
Yeah.
I actually don't know what happened this last week. I didn't see the results, but
you won the video game.
One?
Yes. No, you have not won. Me and Zach are the only ones who have won. You wanted to throw a victory parade for your gas station
for
draft.
second place.
For second place.
Okay, we got to get to our episode here. Okay,
real quick though, I'd like to share something about the gas station. Josh, who's been
that was like 3 episodes ago.
Josh, who's been on our episode, he sent a text. I don't know why he's at a gas station at 6 a.m.
He's traveling for a vacation.
Sharing this, Josh. Okay, but he sent a picture at 6 a.m. of the hot dogs on the roller thing at 6 a.m. at a gas station. And it just said, oh, reliable. It's always there for you when you need it, even at 6 a.m.
He's making fun of you.
Hot dog.
He literally said, I bet these have been here since last night.
And they'll be there tonight at 6 p.m. too.
He was hurting your case, Mason. They were like expensive. It was like 2 for $4.44 or something. Like,
that's
it was
pretty
like,
good.
You could buy cheaper at like Sam's Club or Costco.
Yeah.
Why would you go to a gas station for that hot dog?
Okay, if you go to Sam's Club on a road trip, you're spending 45 minutes in there, and you spent $200 because you also bought bulk of.
Have you been at a gas station with Zach? You're spending 45 minutes in there too. We got to figure out which soda you want to get.
Good point. Good point.
Got to pick
let's get it going.
Which gummy candy this stop.
Hey, that's our next week's draft. Okay, so we have press releases.
The energy today, by the way.
Press releases. Good energy. Mason,
energy.
Press release.
All right. So I had to come up with this on the fly because I was not informed by, the creator of Messing Around Mondays that we had this going. I'm just kidding. Okay. So quick here. If anybody knows me, I don't watch shows or my attention span, I can't stick with something for a while. And if I got to take breaks,
unless it's Endgame or Infinity War.
Correct. But a show that I really like, and I don't know if either of them have watched this, it's called Special Forces. It's on like NBC or CBS or something. Tins is making a face.
Morgan watches it. I've watched. It's kind of lame.
I haven't watched it.
Well, hold on. Let everybody else make their own decision, Tins.
I mean, I'm just sharing mine.
You're right. Okay, so if anybody doesn't know, they get a bunch of celebrities on there. They're about B-list, C-list celebrities. Mm-hmm. And they go through, if you know the name, Special Forces, it's like a military training. They do some, I'm sure that a lot of it's theatrical, but they also, it does look real. Like they have them do a gas chamber or do things. They're all safety things. They're going across like beams, of bridges and falling. They're not falling to their death though. They have bungee cords on and stuff, but still, and they have tasks. And if they can't do it, then they end up they have to remove themselves from, and they have some of the best athletes, comedians, whatever on there. And only 2 or 3 got to the end last time. Let me give you what if people are interested. This was the cast last year, which had some pretty good athletes that didn't even make it to the end. Danny Amendola, Dwight Howard. There was Carly Lloyd. And then they had, those were on the athlete side. And then they had Hannah Brown from Bachelorette. They had a Real Housewives star. They had Mel B, Spice Girls, another singer. So that was the cast last season. This season, they have a very interesting, they got Jack Osborne. Who knows who that is?
Ozzy Osbourne's son.
There you go.
Yeah. B-list celebrity.
JoJo, and the one that I want to talk about is Dez Bryant, which, first of all, apparently he's only been out of the NFL for 2 seasons. It's felt like 6, and I know this isn't our sports, but I want to spoil something real quick. And so if you want to fast forward this because you want to watch, this is episode 2 that happens. Okay, I just want to go ahead, 3, 2, 1, fast forward to 30 seconds or whatever. Okay, Dez Bryant, second episode. They have to propel down this dam, and they are running down it, and they're racing each other. Well, so it's 2 people and they're racing, right? Has everybody got the story? So they're running down it.
Yep.
They got their whole safety setup and whatnot. So one of the girls that is on the other side, she freaks out and she can't do it. And so Dez Bryant is hanging there and he's waiting to start, and he starts freaking out and he's yelling, blah, 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 blah. And so then they're okay, let's go ahead and start. he's just gonna do it. He's racing himself, like he's just gonna do it without the other person. He's not racing. So then he gets to the very end, and he's like, "Get this explicit off of me," and he's like freaking out. And then he throws his helmet down, and he's cut. And these guys are like military, huge guys, and they're the ones in control of the whole thing. I know this is all like fanfare, like they got to do this on purpose. But Des Bryant, you knew what you signed up for. Get out of here. And then he wanted to come back, and I was like, no, you had your chance, and you disrespected them, and then you're quitting. So
Mason
he's a quitter, just like he quitted in the NFL. Yes. You guys didn't know where this was heading. Yes, Tins, go ahead.
I would just like to apologize to listeners who fast-forwarded 30 seconds. The spoiler, Mason's spoiler hit exactly at 32 seconds. He ruined what happened.
After he set it all up.
So I was watching the time.
Watching the clock. You knew I was going to do that, didn't you, Tim?
At 32 seconds, this is when you ruined that part of the episode.
Des, come on the pod and explain
Defend yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so these celebrities, right? Just like Dancing with the Stars, they're trying to make a name for themselves again. No offense, but they're probably like kind of like the C list, kind of irrelevant.
Which one is it?
So,
which one is it? You said B earlier. Now we're
either
C.
one. C, B. Well, some of them are okay. Well, anyways, I'm just saying you're trying to make yourself look good. The last season, several of them I feel like boosted their profile, and this guy, he makes himself look. Nobody cares. Nobody likes him anymore. You just made yourself look bad. You got on a show, you took your time out, and you just made it look bad. So there you go. That's all I gotta say.
Dang.
Canceled.
Well, that's my
done in this industry.
What were you in about? Which one was it? I already forgot.
It was just I watched some of these episodes with Morgan. She watched it, and Hannah Brown. She won.
She got to the end, yeah.
Wow, the real spoiler didn't even. Mason spent 3 minutes trying to say, "Watch out for this spoiler," but it's like Hannah B won anyway.
Bang.
All right, that's my segment.
All right.
Okay, great press release, Mason.
Great press release.
Special Forces. You know what? Is that Stolen Valor?
It feels a little Stolen Valor-ish.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
It might be. Oh.
It's tough.
Okay.
I was done. That's my take. If anyone wants my take, it's Stolen Valor.
It's very, I don't know. I feel like the whole thing's staged. But that's just me. What do I know? Just a guy with a microphone.
Hannah B won.
That's all I needed to know. Hannah B won, so
All right,
she's crying. She's crying on The Bachelor, how it's the hardest thing she's ever had to do in her life, but deciding between 3 guys to make out with. All right, anyway.
Got him.
Spoiler alert.
We got really good
a couple seasons ago.
I have that crowd after me now. I got the Swifties and the Bachelor crowd.
You might have to get some bodyguards, Tins.
I'm all right.
After
I'm not
this.
scared. I fight Twitter fights. I'm here. Shout out my man Big Cat. All right. Anyway, it's press release.
He's in the fight of his life.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
So Disney Plus. We love all the Star Wars shows, Marvel shows. We've talked about them before. Loki came out yesterday.
True.
Or I guess Thursday, depending on when you listen to this. Sorry. I have not watched it yet, but I'm very interested to see the storyline if they're going to keep Jonathan Majors as I can't ever say that dude's name. Kang
the Conqueror.
Yeah, Kang the Conqueror.
He was not in the credits for the first episode. I checked IMDb.
A lot of the previews, I mean, there's the one that's like the spillover sneak peek from the end of Loki season 1 where he's in it. But I feel like they're trying to like prepare for a world where they recast him or
it's tough.
Do something.
Should we break down what happened, or should we just tell people to look it up?
At this point, I feel like everybody knows, or
I didn't know it was that bad to where they were going to recast him.
They've not said one way or the other. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And apparently he's back together with this girl, so I feel like they're trying to let it
wait it out a little bit.
Yeah. To wait out because that's a big. They don't like recasting, it's not something they really want to do.
What do you mean? They did it to in Iron Man 1 to Iron Man 2. Rhodes.
Yeah, but that guy just wanted a bunch of money.
He wanted an enormous quantity of money to play.
Is that what
a
the
role
whole thing
that
was?
Not very important.
Is there any other recast in Marvel? Really, they've done a pretty good job of locking everybody up, like for a long time.
Yeah, not that I can
Contract
think
wise.
of.
Okay, well,
and then
go ahead, continue your story.
Ahsoka ended with a lot of
just wrapped.
Yep, just wrapped. A lot of fun theories out about a second season or the new trilogy of movies. So definitely, I need to check it out too. I've started it. I'm like 20 minutes in, so I need to finish that episode as well. But I like the direction Star Wars is going. I'm in the belief of you don't have to just hate stuff to be cool. Like just saying you don't like new Star Wars stuff just because everyone else says it. Like just enjoy it for what it is. You don't have to hate on everything. And I like the storyline with Ahsoka. I think she could be a really cool character going forward. I liked Rey's character in the new movies, so I'm excited to see what Star Wars is doing.
Yeah, and it's all leading towards a big movie, like a big. I think they're trying to make a big movie out of it eventually with all of these characters and probably with like Grogu, Baby Yoda in it, and kind of connecting all of these TV stories, TV plots, and connecting it all into a big like movie experience with Thrawn kind of at the middle of it. So I think that's gonna be very cool. And I think if they do it well, it'll be a really cool thing. So.
Yep. No, I'm excited for the future of Star Wars. I know a lot of people are a little worried after the new trilogy wrapped up if Star Wars was gonna be anything worth watching, but I think it's headed in the right direction.
And I will say, I think Loki is probably for a lot of people, the best Marvel TV show. And so they've had a couple of not bangers come out in the last couple of years. And so I think they really need this one to be good. And I think it will be good because Tom Hiddleston's great. Owen Wilson being in that show is very fun as well. And so I'm excited to watch this new season. I think it's going to be really good. Highly anticipated. I think it'll be fun.
You weren't a big fan of She-Hulk?
She-Hulk? No. Very mediocre. I mean, pretty much every other TV show property. I've watched all of it, and none of it has left me with a lot of positivity about the Marvel TV experience.
I had high hopes.
Loki's very good.
Yeah. I like WandaVision.
Well, that was good. Yeah.
I had high hopes for Moon Knight. It started out strong, and then it just kind of.
I did not hate Moon Knight. Moon Knight was fine.
I know.
I didn't dislike it.
I guess they're not even doing it, so that sucks.
Daredevil season that's kind of the big one, the new Daredevil show.
The next big one, yeah, because that's going to launch that whole side of Marvel.
I don't know if it'll be the next one coming out, but I think that's the one people are circling. It's like this one's going to be kind of fire.
So this is what happens when you create the greatest movie of all time. It's kind of hard to follow up with the series or any other movie.
Do you compare everything to Infinity War? Like everything in your life?
Endgame.
Endgame. Oh my God. Just like if you order a pizza, you're like, this is good, but was it Endgame good?
It's true. I did name my dog after Thanos, so
the bad guy.
The bad guy. Greatest bad guy of all time.
Love it. Okay, last press release. We're wrapping it up. We're coming in with a little bit of news today. This came out this week. Actually, yeah, I think it was. I don't know. Maybe not this week. It was sometime though.
It doesn't matter. There's no structure. So
there has been some news, and it was kind of going around. Maybe this wasn't this week, actually. We'll talk about it anyways. About the world's first space hotel opening up. Maybe I just saw it on Twitter a bunch in like a meme or something. I don't know. But I got to thinking about it. It was pretty interesting. They say by 2027, there is, and maybe as early as 2025, there could be the world's first space hotel. And there's actually like an engineering firm that's been working on it that will have like a couple of thousand people able to stay on this thing. You would fly up there. And there's already been people that have gone to like the International Space Station, obviously, and have taken kind of more private flights. Elon Musk and some of his crew, and then all those billionaire people have taken some flights up to space. And thinking of a world and a reality where space travel and taking casual trips to space could be a reality within the next 20, maybe even the next like 5 years if you're like a mega rich, ultra rich person, or in the next like 20, 25 years if you are a person who does not have like $10 million to drop on a trip to space. I just think it'd be pretty. Would you guys go to space if you had the opportunity? Like if I said, Mason, I have a free spot on this spaceship, would you go to space right now? Would you do it?
So what's the I feel like the con or the risk here
Yeah.
it is. The risk weighs out the pros for me. I think if I'm 75 or something and on the tail end and I'm like, oh, go see the world in a different way, and the risk is like still, it's like it's worth the risk now because I'm 75 maybe, but not. I have my whole life to live, and I'm not gonna, even if it's like a 20% chance or something of that happening, that 20% is pretty high. Or a 7, even I wouldn't take 7%, but it sounds very risky to me. I don't know. I could just imagine our kids or whatever, this being like normal, but then all of a sudden something horribly wrong happens and that thing's falling out of the sky or something. I don't know. The risk. I would not do it. No. How about I just go to like Star Wars hotel where it's like you're in space.
I think that thing closed down because it was terrible.
Oh, did it really? Oh, well, never mind.
Tins, would you go to space given the opportunity?
I don't even like roller coasters, so no.
Roller coasters.
So, it's true.
I'm going to space for sure.
I would like, maybe I would, because I'm trying to see if this Earth is flat or not.
Trying to prove everybody wrong once and for all.
I'm trying to see the continents behind the ice wall of Antarctica. Sorry. Went down a fun conspiracy theory path today on TikTok. Some interesting stuff out there.
You never know. I do think I'm going to space, given the opportunity. I would not pay an exorbitant amount of money, but if I ever had the opportunity, yes, I'm going to space for sure. I think one of the Dude Perfect guys went to space like for a reward for something one time. Like he won this thing. Like they just like this flight just took you up out of the atmosphere enough to be like zero gravity for a few minutes, and then they came back down. That was it.
Speaking of Dude Perfect, we'll go ahead.
No, I was just saying it's like where they do the halo jumps, like when the dudes jump out and like with the helmets on of the planes, and then they pass out and then they wake back up, hopefully in time.
Oh, that sounds terrible. I don't know if
I would do that. Is that the thing where it's like a catapult or whatever? Those sound horrible. Is that what you're talking about?
No, the halo jumps out of the airplanes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
Huh.
Speaking of Dude Perfect.
First level of outer space.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Is that what the billionaires did as well? They didn't actually go into. They were just only...
I think I think some of the people actually went up into space.
Like all the way up?
Yeah. They have as much money to do whatever they want.
That's true.
Third time's the charm. Speaking of Dude Perfect, I was told by somebody that I look like and sound like one of the twins from Dude Perfect.
Pretty much taller. I can see that.
Yeah, a little taller, but face structure and just the hair and sound like apparently. So I wish I had as much money as the twins. Yes, I've followed Dude Perfect. And their stunts, I wish I had as much money as they have, but I don't.
We will someday.
Yes.
Tune in for the next High Up Stadium tour. It's coming.
That's right. Coming soon.
2024.
Do a live draft of the concession stands.
Draft stuff on stage in front of thousands of people. That'd be awesome.
I'd go watch that.
That's what we do. It's our thing, Drafts. Okay, speaking of drafts, it's time.
I came up with a whole on this day. You forgot it 2 times already.
Gosh.
No wonder I didn't want to do it. It's because you don't even remember that I have this segment.
I did forget. You're right.
Let's do it.
Highly anticipated on this day.
Thank you, Zach. All right. Today is October 9th.
First of all, Mason was like, "This day is so boring. Why no one's going to want to hear about it?" So we're going to judge it now. That's when he started off the episode.
It better be hot. It better be good.
I think interesting happened on this day ever. So we're going to see what he came up with.
And then you guys said it'll be great. We'll hype you up. It's going to be fine.
This is hype you up, Mason. This is it right here.
Okay, I appreciate it. Okay, October 9th, on this day,
it
was John Lennon's birthday.
Oh, who cares? Who's John Lennon?
Oh, no. You're about to have a whole nother crowd after you attend. 1940 to 1980, and he passed away in 1980.
Wow.
Some of his music that I had to Google just now. Imagine, Let It Be. Everybody knows that song. I can't sing it, but da 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 da. You know that song.
His music sucks.
Here Comes the Sun, which I thought was by the Beatles this whole time. Na 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 na. I don't know if I'm breaking rules here, but I'm not saying the words.
Say, but you thought it was by the Beatles?
Wait, he's in the Beatles.
Oh, Mason. Oh, Mason. Oh, boy.
Okay, Mason just realized that John Lennon was part of the Beatles. That's what we just had happen live on this podcast.
He just said, who cares about this guy? How am I? He should get more backlash than I did.
Nah.
Mason saw John Lennon, looked up songs that were written by John Lennon, and then didn't realize they were Beatles songs just now in the middle of the On This Day segment.
I always thought that this song by the Beatles.
And you all thought this segment was going to be boring.
Oh,
I think.
boy.
Okay, also, on this day,
okay, here we go.
Elvis and Priscilla Presley divorced after 6 years.
And
so they got their divorce.
Okay. About Priscilla Presley.
That's sad. That's when true love died. That's the day love stopped existing. Because if they couldn't make it, nobody can.
Back when we were a country.
Wait, Elvis, is that the singer?
Yes, it is, Zach.
Okay. Just checking.
Okay. Also on this day, it is International Beer and Pizza Day, Curious Events Day, National Moldy Cheese Day, and Canadian Thanksgiving.
I'd like to hear more about the curious events.
I don't have anything to click on.
The information about it.
You had all that information about
no research,
some band that you didn't know about.
This John Lennon guy seems to write some pretty good songs. Weird.
Oh, hold on, if you keep buffering, maybe if you keep adding in buffering. Stuff, maybe I could keep filling in space here. I'm trying to look it up right now.
We've got to get to this draft, or this will be the longest pod of all time.
Okay, well, we'll do the draft. And then
execute any research at the end. You tell us what Curious Events Day is. Okay, so let's talk draft, because this is what the people came to see today. So today this is part 1 of 3 of our Ultimate Candy Draft. I think this has a chance to be our greatest draft of all time. This draft is in 3 segments. First segment, chocolate items. Second segment next week is non-chocolate items. So this is anything that is not chocolate is eligible. Third segment, which is the third week, is worst candies. So we are drafting how bad our list of candy is. 3 drafts, all as one mega draft of best candy. Today's draft has no categories. There are no rules. The only rule is it has to be chocolate.
Has to be chocolate.
There actually is one other rule. We're not talking quantities here, so don't be like, I draft a Milky Way chocolate bar and then you draft a king size Milky Way chocolate bar, or you draft a fun size. So we're not doing sizes, no quantities. This is only about types of candy.
Yep.
You can draft regular M&Ms, peanut M&Ms, caramel M&Ms, whatever types of M&Ms you want. That's fine. Those are all up because we all have 5 picks, and it's a lot of picks just for chocolate things. Any questions?
I hope I don't get first.
Okay, that's not a
For the
question.
love of everything.
All right, here we go. I'm getting the spinner wheel ready. It's showtime. All right. So let's see. Ooh, I need to reset this thing.
It's like you should have been prepared or something.
It's ready. See. All right, here we go. First overall is can't wait to say Messin. First
the
overall
screen
is dang it. Okay, here we go. Oh,
Come on,
spinning.
come on.
It's spinning.
Give it
It's
to him.
spinning.
Oh no!
Mason.
10s
Dang
is
it.
overall.
All right.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, it's fine. Second overall is Messin,
And then Zach.
which leaves me on the turn.
I think
Guys,
you want that pick.
No categories. Everything is on the board.
Yep.
It's a big deal.
No rules.
No rules. There's one rule. There's one rule, and it's you can't mess up first overall. And since Mason's not here, I'll take care of that. We're gonna go Reese cups.
Yep,
I knew it.
That's
That's
number
the
one.
standard. It's the standard. The standard is the standard. You're an insane person if you don't like Reese cups. Even people with peanut allergies are literally dying to have one. Yeah, that was a good one.
Do they even need to spend money on advertising? Like everybody knows they exist. Everybody loves them. I don't know a person that doesn't, and you should question if they're a serial killer if they don't love them.
Wow.
I see nothing wrong with that statement.
All right. We're really out. We're shooting out the gates today.
That's classic Reese cup. I think it's a great pick.
Thank you.
Good pick. Okay.
Let's go. I want to hear Mason's pick so bad. I love Mason's pick.
Number 2, I'm going to go with this is actually my favorite. So, no, hold on. Reese's is my favorite. Calm down. I meant favorite after that was drafted. It's going to be Kit Kat.
Oh,
break me off a piece of that Kit Kat.
No. Dude, you're so bad at drafting.
These are good.
A bottom tier candy bar.
Zach, help me out.
I mean, it's fine. I'll eat one. It's not my favorite.
Second overall, Kit Kat.
Dang it.
Mason is on a real slow streak right now. It's tough. Tough breaks. I mean, Kit Kat, I will say there are worse picks you could have made. Sure.
Thank you. Okay,
so
go ahead, Zach.
It wasn't the worst pick you could have made. I actually think some people do like Kit Kats. Like, I think
I'll get some votes for that.
Just because I was curious what other people thought. Kit Kats was on there.
Okay.
So I don't think it's a bad pick.
It's for all the olds.
This is
Robert probably likes Kit Kat bars.
Kit Kats are fine. Kit Kats are good. Okay.
We just got him back to listening to the podcast. Why did you do that?
Get him back out.
Edit that out, Zach. Edit it out. Okay, go ahead, Zach.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go with my gut. In my first overall pick, I think I'm gonna go with the Twix bar. I love a Twix bar. I love the fact that it has chocolate and something crispy and caramel all in one. And I think that makes it a top tier bar choice. There's some other great bars out there, and they're all going to get drafted today. But I think it's a good one.
Twix bars are elite.
Twix bars are great. It's hard to mess them up. I think second overall, I'm going to go with another classic. I think I'm going to go with I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to go with the classic M&M. M&M. I like the fact that they're a little bit different. They're one of the only chocolates that are in that bite-sized kind of format that are very popular. M&M's been around for a long time. There's lots of variations to it. Very eatable.
Very eatable. Take one of the 10,000 variations of it.
I mean, I like the other variations, but I think at the end of the day, regular M&Ms are small. They're easy to eat. They're hard to mess up. It's an M&M. All right, that's my pick.
We're gonna have a lot of the same. Like you're gonna see a lot of like M&Ms on there. I feel like.
I think we're gonna get very interesting when we get to like the fourth round and we're running out of stuff.
Okay, my pick. I'm going with Butterfingers. That is a solid pick, right? I'm making a face, and they're all just kind of like, "Eh." It's gotta be. Someone help me out. Nobody's helping me out.
It's like the messiest candy bar on the earth.
I think I got another one that can be. I can't give it away thoe. Something else.
It's all right. We're probably not going to draft it. Don't worry.
It's messier. He's like, I've got messier. Don't worry.
Don't worry. I got messier.
I don't know. I'm just not a big Butterfinger guy.
I like Butterfinger.
I don't know if I ever picked a Butterfinger like for fun
on purpose.
Yeah, but they're not bad.
I hate everything. All right.
Mason's bots are going to have to work overtime.
He's going to beat us still, though.
All right. I love it. All right. Go ahead. Okay. Tens.
All right. Let's go. The Reese Take 5. We've got some peanut butter. It's got a pretzel in there. And then it's a Reese cup with a pretzel inside.
I will say the Take 5 is very good. Yeah. It's very good candy,
bro. I love a good Take 5. Throw them in the freezer for a little while. Get them nice and cold. The Reese, the Take 5 Blizzard from Dairy Queen Elite Blizzard. And then I've got the wrap. So I'm going to do I'm going to go with, I don't ever like picking first or third because the wraparound screws me up. I'm going to go with the classic Hershey bar.
I thought about drafting that. I really did. I actually ate a classic Hershey bar today, and I'm not even joking.
And it's good.
We invited people over to make s'mores, so we bought a bunch of Hershey bars, and then now they're in the house, and so I just eat them by themselves.
Well, that's all right. They gotta get gone some way.
I have an unpopular take
for a reason.
So, I like Hershey bars, but if I have too much of them, they like hurt my throat. Is that a usual thing? I'm not kidding. It actually does do that. It like hurts my throat. No?
Interesting. Are you a dog?
Just a random fact about myself. Okay, go ahead. Well, I was about to say move along, but I'm the next one to draft.
Move along.
Move along. I'm going to go with the famous and delicious Crunch Bar. Crunch Bar. What?
Are you doing a bit? Are you doing a bit? You're doing a bit, dude. You're doing a bit. You're doing a bit.
Are you serious? No, I'm not. I like Crunch Bars. They're good. They got the rice thing. It's like the rice.
It's rice.
It's like the crispy.
Yeah.
And chocolate. It's good stuff. Somebody would back me up on that. Crunch Bar, locking it in.
Yeah,
it's
Robert,
not a bit.
Robert's got you on that one too.
Lock it in.
I'm getting it. You know what? Robert, your votes are worth it to me, buddy. All right, go ahead, Zach.
Okay, I'm kind of surprised this got to me. Again, I'm kind of wrapping out this best candy bar section. I'm taking the Snickers bar here. I will say peanuts. I don't always love peanuts in my candy. I will say Snickers, for one, has one of the greatest marketing campaigns of all time with their like they're hungry, like you're hungry and like you won't like, or
you're not yourself.
You're not yourself when you're hungry. Right. Yeah. And eat a Snicker. So they have somehow tried to convince the world that eating a Snickers bar is like almost like a healthy, like it's a good thing. Like you need some nutrients. Here's a Snickers bar. Like that is true. Not true at all. Like terrible. These are not good for you. This candy. But it would like. Can you imagine? Like it's just an incredible sales pitch. Like,
feel like I know people.
This bag of Skittles. Like, can you imagine with any other candy? Snickers, though, they are pretty hefty type deals. There's a lot going on in there. The nougat is there, plus some of the peanuts and all the stuff they got going on. So it's a pretty dense candy bar. It is very dense, but it's good. Classic. It's been around for a very long time.
I feel like I've heard of people that if they're like hungry or something and they go during their lunch break or go somewhere during like at the gas station, they're like, oh yeah, I picked a this will hold me over, a Snickers bar. I'm not even kidding.
That's a real thing
that's
that
a
marketing
thing.
marketing did.
Yeah.
Someone this week said that actually that I was working with. He was like, I'm super hungry. I'm gonna go grab a Snickers from this gas station, and I was like,
no.
They have food there usually. They got the hot dogs there.
Chocolate.
We
could have got a hot dog instead.
Yeah. We've got a vending machine upstairs at UPS, and they have to come refill the Snickers bar and the Doritos chips like every other day.
All you need for nutrition.
We wipe them out. The Kit Kat bar is in there, but I don't ever really see the guy refilling that slot too much.
I have not done anything to you. Why are you taking shots at me?
I did
not done a thing out of
this
pocket.
did pop into my brain really quick. I think the Trental boys just have some weird things about food. Mason can't eat Hershey bars without his throat hurting, and Matthias can't eat frozen pizzas without getting a headache. So, shout out the Trental boys.
It's true. Very true.
It is
and
true.
Mason goes over these red things.
That's also true. Can't forget that.
Okay,
they're banning Red 40, by the way, because it's like it's been found to cause like cancer and horrible diseases.
That's a big W.
So I'm gonna live till I'm 200 because I've not had it my whole life. So
that's what that means.
I'll have plenty of Snicker bars to keep me full.
Crunch
All right,
bars only.
Yeah.
No Snickers for you. Okay, so next, let's see. I think, man, all these candy bars have failed to me, and now I'm like, I feel like I have to take one. Candy bars I thought would have been taken already, but
like the Crunch bar. Well, it did get taken.
You know what? I think I might be. I'm going for gold here. I'm pulling out some stops. This is going to look great for the graphic. Unbeatable. I think I'm just going to do it. I'm going for the Milky Way. I'm going to go for Senor candy bars a lot. The Milky Way is. I've got Twix, Milky Way, and Snickers. Just so everybody realizes that. Milky Way is very caramely. It's a great candy bar. Just never missed one. That's my take. That's all I need to say. It's Milky Way.
Well, you know what, Zach? I can't believe this fell to me. It's the most popular candy. I know we're talking about Halloween, but they said no rules. So this is the most popular candy during Christmas time. And that is I have trouble pronouncing it, so I apologize. And I couldn't spell it to save my life. But the Ferrero Rocher's candy. I love those things. I love them. They are the best. Thank you, Zach. Thank you. I don't know if he was.
I knew he was doing a bit. I'm
not doing a bit.
That's gonna kill on the graphic, Mason.
Thank you. It probably will. I see. Okay, what's the first thing you see in any store, like during the candy section, during Christmas time? They wouldn't be all over the place if people didn't buy them. They're incredibly popular. I love them.
Is there like a hazelnut in the middle of it?
Yes, it is. It's delicious.
I feel like there's some other like high brand chocolates.
Lindor chocolate. Lindor chocolates are way better.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
Well, if they fall to me, I might get those too. And you gave it away already. Thanks a lot, Tins. But I know we said no rules, but
Mason,
come on.
Listen, stop worrying. You're going to get more votes than I do anyways. It's fine.
This is trick-or-treat candy.
You said no rules.
People could trick-or-treat Ferrero Rocher chocolate.
Well, you know what, Tins? When you bring your kids over to her house to trick-or-treat, I might drop some Ferrero Rochers in there.
And Macy would literally say, "What is this? Why can't I have a regular candy bar?"
The same way she did whenever I bought her a Nerf gun for Christmas, and she was like, "What is this?" That's a side story. It's fine.
Side story. All right.
Okay. Last picks. What's in this?
All right. Here we go. So I'm gonna go. I do love a Milky Way. So I was a little sad to see it go, but I'll get the next best Milky Way, and I'll do the dark chocolate midnight edition Milky Way. I'm a dark chocolate guy.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with taking that. Same thing as a Milky Way, just dark chocolate version.
Pretty good.
And then to wrap it up, I'm gonna do the white chocolate Reese cup. I start with a Reese cup. I end with a Reese cup.
End with one.
Sandwich.
Just, yep, exactly. A Reese cup sandwich out here in everyone's face.
Pretty good. Pretty good, Tins.
Thank you. I will accept my second place.
To me?
To Mason.
To Mason. Apparently. We act like Mason wins every draft.
I cannot wait for this last pick, Mason.
So, well, first of all, do you ever type anything in your phone when you're trying to spell it and you spelled it so bad your phone doesn't even know what you're trying to say? I can't figure out how to spell Ferrero Rochelle. That's my issue right now. But let's go.
Okay.
That's the issue.
Okay, I'm gonna go with. These are really good, and I have a trick for everybody. After it has to be 70 degrees outside, 75 actually, and you leave them in your car for 15 minutes, and then you come back, and that is the caramel M&Ms.
What is this guy talking about?
They're melting your mouth. No, the caramel. You said different variations of M&Ms. Everybody was talking about. You never had the caramel M&Ms?
Sure.
But if you leave them in the car, they're even better. Just to get them like melted a little bit, but don't put them in the microwave because then you ruin it.
They don't.
I tried that.
Their whole thing is that they don't melt.
No, they do when you put them in the car. Like leave them in the car.
It says they don't melt in your hand. In the microwave. They melt in your mouth.
If you put them in the microwave, it gets too much. Trust me, I've been
tried.
Like it's like boiling caramel inside the hard shell, so then you pop it in your mouth and it.
Why did you try this?
The put in the microwave, yeah. I like burn myself. It's fine.
Oh my!
What was the idea? You're like, I don't have a hot car, so I'm just gonna go in the microwave for 20 seconds.
That's what it was. Yep. Not a good idea. Also, if you try to do s'mores in the microwave, that don't work too much either. The marshmallow like puffs up, and then the chocolate like falls off because it puffs up. Try doing it; it's a disaster. But anyways, we'll do a draft of the worst candies to put in the microwave.
Why would you put any candy in a microwave?
Because you want it melted. I'm sure a melted Snickers is good.
Why do you want a melted candy bar?
Like eat it with a spoon. I'm sure it's good.
What is this guy talking about?
He's unhinged right now. He wants to eat his candy bar with a spoon. It's like a pudding. What do you want to eat?
Not necessarily pudding, but it's not that weird. You put it like over ice cream or something.
They make all of these candy bars in ice cream version.
Like you could just buy like a Blizzard. You don't have to melt it and make it your own.
I know, but if you only have like vanilla ice cream and the candy bars, then you don't have any other choice. You
always have a choice. You always have a choice.
All the things you've said on this podcast so far, I put all my candy in the microwave. Is one of the wild. It's truly the wild.
I didn't say I put all my candy.
Well, just put any candy. I don't know anyone else that's ever put candy in a microwave before.
Yeah, I've never heard that.
That's wild. That's just a wild take. I'm
sticking to it. Also, how do you spell Ferrero Rochelle? Because I still don't know how to. How am I going to send this to our intern Morgan if I can't spell it correctly? Right now, okay. Ferrero Rochelle.
That's close enough. It's not going to matter.
It doesn't matter either way. No one's voting for that. So help me, listeners, if Mason gets more
Do
than
not
2
let
votes.
Messin get away with this.
They should
Mason-
do that. You should vote for me just to troll them, everybody.
See, this is what he
listeners out
wants. Don't let him win. Me and Tits are putting together good lists that are well thought out, well put together. Do not let Mason win this draft with this microwave candy.
there. I have Butterfingers on there.
That's his only like reasonable pick. Okay, so wrap it up. Let's get it.
Wait, hold on.
Oh my!
I had a serious thing. I was looking up the Curious
spelling?
Events Day. No, not
I
that.
haven't got my last pick
Oh.
yet.
Oh, that's right. Go ahead. You
Okay,
said
last
wrap
pick.
it up.
I'm trying to wrap up my draft. Everyone else has a Reese's of some sort, and so I feel like I need to be part of the party here. So to wrap up my draft, I'm taking Reese's Pieces. Very similar to the M&M, but obviously I needed some peanut butter in my draft. I felt like I was lacking that. Peanut butter chocolate is an elite combination. So to put that in my draft, I'm taking Reese's Pieces. Very popular variation on the Reese cup. And that is my draft. That's it.
Yeah, I like Reese's Pieces for the chocolate peanut butter combo better than a peanut butter M&M. I think the peanut butter M&M is too much peanut butter, not enough chocolate.
That's your take right there.
But the caramel M&Ms, though.
What about the like ultra thick greasy cups?
The peanut ones.
Oh yeah, those are good. Or have you tried some of the big cup filled ones? And they have one that has pretzels in it, one that has chips. I haven't tried that one. And then they have one that has it's a giant Reese cup with Reese's Pieces in it.
That's meta.
It's a lot. I've had it. It's a lot.
Okay, any other honorable mentions before we get to Curious Events to wrap it up? I almost took cookies and cream Hershey's. That was
Morgan will be sad. I didn't draft that one. I like the new cookie dough Twix. It's pretty new, but they're very good.
I think I have had that. It's pretty good. Isn't there a cookies and cream Twix flavor as well?
Ooh, probably.
I feel like that exists, but maybe I'm making that up.
The Crunch Bites and the cookies. The cookie. There's one that's like called Snow Caps. Those are like a movie theater. Yeah. You go to a movie theater and get those. And Tootsie Rolls also hurt my throat. Dude. Those hurt my throat as well. I don't know.
What is happening?
Those are a very weird Halloween candy, though.
Mason just gave out Snow Caps as an honorable mention. Snow Caps suck.
Say that to
in all reality, I do like $100 Those are pretty good, actually. Kind of underrated bar in all reality.
You joked about Baby Ruths, about Mason taking them first overall, but I like a Baby Ruth.
I don't mind it. Like I said, I don't love peanuts in my candy bars, but I do. I will eat a Baby Ruth if it's sitting in front of me for sure. I mean, I would.
And Almond Joy, honorable mention.
Get this guy off. What is he doing? Anything with coconut and chocolate, get it out of my face.
That's anything with coconut in general. Not a coconut.
Why? I don't know why we need fruits in our chocolates.
Chocolate.
That's my take.
Oh man,
leave chocolate alone.
Chew.
Is coconut
or add
fruit?
Peanut butter to it,
right?
Yeah. No, you're good. It's a fruit.
I got you.
That one. I think
that's how Mason said. I don't think I have to worry about it. Yeah. If people made it this far, they're working hard.
October 9th.
Mason,
Fun holiday, Curious Events Day. Enjoy pondering about bizarre events that seem to have no explanation, ? Then Curious Events Day, a made-up holiday, celebrates every year on October 9th. It's just the holiday you need to celebrate.
All right. That didn't tell me anything.
My event that needs no explanation is Mason's draft today.
Yeah.
That's a curious
every
event.
messing around Monday.
Happy Curious Event Day. Mason's celebrating.
Drafting.
Almond Joy.
I didn't draft Almond Joy.
You would have been better off. At least people buy that on purpose. Ferrero Rocher candies.
I still don't know how to spell it.
Okay, this is our episode. This is our year-longest episode ever, I think. Very, very good draft, everyone. I'm excited to see the results of our draft. Mason, we're just joking with you. Great draft. Listen, I want you drafting from your heart. You do you, Mason.
I appreciate it.
Your bots will follow.
How do you spell Ferrero Rochelle?
Oh boy. Hey, we have a great weekend preview show coming up on Friday. Make sure to check it out. It's much more serious than this. If you would like actual betting information and gambling from some of the most prolific sports bettors out there, come and catch our pod weekend preview on Friday. Otherwise, thank you for listening today. It's been a fun episode. Go vote. We need to vote. Vote big this week. We need you out there. Don't let Mason take over. Do not let him take over this draft. Have a great week. We hope your Monday goes well, and we will see you on Friday for Weekend Preview.